I tested all of the best budget monitors of 2026, and in this video I am going to rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below.
AOC Q27G3XMN. This thing is a complete HDR beast for the price, packing a mini LED backlight with 336 zones that hits an insane 1000 nits of peak brightness. You're getting deep blacks and highlights that actually pop, though you do have to deal with some VA panel black smearing and occasional VRR flicker. It's the perfect pick if you want high-end HDR visuals on a budget, and honestly, I'm putting this in the God tier.
KTC M27T60. It sounds great on paper with over 1100 dimming zones and a massive HDR 1400 rating, but the actual execution is a bit messy with noticeable gamma shifts and some annoying dark smearing. While it's technically impressive for the specs, the response times just don't feel quite right for serious competitive play. Because it overpromises and underdelivers on consistency, I'm ranking this in the average tier.
Gigabyte M27UP. This is a super versatile 4K display that features a unique dual mode, letting you swap between 4K at 160Hz for beauty or 1080p at 320Hz for speed. The Super Speed IPS panel keeps things sharp and colorful, though the contrast is just okay like most IPS screens. It's a fantastic middle ground for anyone who switches between AAA immersion and sweaty shooters, so I'm placing it in the good tier. Asus TUF VG27UQ1A. You're getting a crisp 4K resolution and 160Hz refresh rate here, making it a solid companion for mid to high-end gaming rigs and next-gen consoles. It uses a fast IPS panel for great motion clarity, but it lacks a height-adjustable stand, which is a real pain for long sessions. It's a reliable, sharp workhorse for the price, and I'm putting it in the good tier.
Asus TUF VG27AQ3A. This is the updated king of budget 1440p gaming, boosting the refresh rate to a buttery 180Hz on a very snappy fast IPS panel. It handles motion beautifully with minimal lag, and while the HDR is basically just for show, the SDR colors are punchy and accurate. It's easily one of the best set-it-and-forget-it monitors out there, so I'm definitely giving it a spot in the great tier.
Alienware AW2523HF. This absolute speed demon is built for the hardcore esports crowd, rocking a blistering 360Hz refresh rate that makes every movement feel liquid smooth. While the 1080p resolution and lower contrast might not wow you if you're a cinematic gamer, the near-instant 0.5 millisecond response time is a literal game-changer for competitive shooters. I'm seriously impressed with how it balances performance and price, so I'm placing this right in the great tier.
BenQ Zowie XL2540X. This one is a specialized tool for FPS players who care more about motion clarity than pretty colors, thanks to that fast TN panel and its 280Hz refresh rate. It's got those legendary Zowie features like black equalizer to spot enemies in the dark, but let's be real, the viewing angles and color accuracy aren't doing it any favors for daily work. It's a rock-solid choice for the sweatier gamers out there, and I'm ranking it in the good tier. AOC Q27G4ZD. This 27-inch powerhouse hits a sweet spot by giving you a crisp 1440p resolution alongside a massive 240Hz refresh rate, which is just insane for the price. It's significantly faster and brighter than a lot of its rivals, making it perfect for someone who wants that extra detail without sacrificing any competitive edge. I love the versatility here for both gaming and productivity, so I'm putting it comfortably in the good tier. LG 27GP850-B. This is a classic all-rounder that uses a beautiful nano IPS panel to deliver vibrant colors and great 165Hz performance that you can even overclock a bit. It's perfect for the person who plays a mix of everything, from RPGs to fast-paced shooters, though the contrast could definitely be better for dark room gaming. It's a reliable veteran in the space that still holds its own, which is why I've got it in the good tier.
Dell S2725QS. This monitor is strictly for the productivity junkies and casual content watchers who need that sharp 4K resolution in a clean, office-friendly design. It's got decent built-in speakers and great eye comfort features, but with only a 60Hz to 120Hz range depending on your setup, it's definitely not meant for serious gaming. It gets the job done for work, but it doesn't really excite me for anything else, so I'm sliding it into the average tier.
LG 27GS60QC.
This screen feels like it was built for pure immersion on a budget, since that 1000R curve really wraps around your vision for racing or solo adventures. It's got a solid 180Hz refresh rate and 1440p resolution, but honestly, the VA panel's viewing angles and basic stand feel a bit restrictive for anything besides sitting dead center. I'm sticking this in the average tier, because while the speed is there, the overall build and panel limitations keep it from being truly special. LG 27GR83Q-B. This one is a massive step up if you want that buttery smooth 240Hz experience without spending an absolute fortune. The IPS panel gives you those gorgeous consistent colors we all love, and it even rocks HDMI 2.1 for the console gamers out there, though the lack of a swivel on the stand is a huge personal pet peeve. I'm putting this in the good tier because it's a reliable, high-performance workhorse that delivers exactly what it promises. Samsung G55C 32-inch. I love the sheer scale of this 32-inch monster, and the deep contrast from the VA panel makes dark, moody games look incredible in a dim room. However, the response times can feel a bit sluggish compared to smaller competitive screens, and it lacks the brightness to really fight off glare in a sunny office. Because it's a bit of a niche pick that prioritizes size over speed, I'm placing it in the average tier. LG 27G4ZD. This thing is an absolute speed demon for anyone obsessed with frame rates, pushing an insane 300Hz refresh rate that makes every movement feel instant. It even throws in a USB-C port with power delivery, which is a total lifesaver for keeping a laptop charged while you play. Even though the HDR400 is just okay, the competitive edge here is undeniable, so I'm locking this into the good tier. Look, the build quality on this is just on another level, and that 280Hz overclocked refresh rate feels incredibly snappy during intense firefights. It's bright enough to burn your retinas with display HDR 600. And the built-in headset hanger is one of those small touches that makes me love using it every day. It is definitely on the pricier side, but for the premium feel and top-tier performance, I have to put this in the great tier. Alienware AW2725DM. This monitor is a fantastic pick if you're hunting for a sleek 1440p setup that hits a smooth 180Hz refresh rate without breaking the bank. I love the 95% DCI-P3 color coverage for vibrant gaming, but you should definitely skip the HDR mode, since the 400 nits and lack of local dimming make it pretty underwhelming. It's perfect for competitive players who want that premium Alienware aesthetic and fast response times at a budget price, so I am placing this in the great tier. Asus ROG Swift XG27UCG. I am absolutely obsessed with this thing because it literally gives you two monitors in one. A crisp 4K 160Hz mode for cinematic games, and a blistering 1080p 320Hz mode for when you need to go full tryhard in shooters. While the contrast is just okay, and there's no USB hub, the sheer versatility of that dual mode and the AI-assisted gaming features are total game changers. This is the ultimate choice for the hybrid gamer who refuses to compromise on resolution or speed, which is why I'm putting it straight into the God tier. Asus ROG Strix XG27ACS. This is hands down one of the best value kings I've seen, offering a 180Hz fast IPS panel with motion clarity that punches way above its $300 price tag. I'm a huge fan of the built-in phone holder on the stand and the USB-C connectivity, though the eLMB sync can get a bit blurry if your frame rates start dipping too low. It is the go-to recommendation for anyone building a mid-range rig who wants pro-level performance in great colors, so I'm easily ranking this in the God tier. MSI G274QPF PD. I'm consistently blown away by the quantum dot technology here because the color vibrancy makes everything look like it belongs on a much more expensive display. You might find the lack of a dedicated power button a bit annoying, and the HDR is basically just for show, but the 170Hz rapid IPS panel is incredibly snappy for the price. If you want the most pop in your visuals for every dollar spent, this is the one to get, and I'm definitely locking it into the God tier. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best budget monitors for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.